Hello friends, welcome to Suresh Agarwal's Mathematics Shortcuts. A very important topic is that of perimeter of basic 2D shapes. When you learn higher mensuration, that is surface area and volumes, the concept of perimeter is very important. And once you start understanding the basic 2D shapes, the 3D shapes are all based on 2D shapes. You can't make a cuboid if you don't know rectangles and squares, right? So all those things, you can't make a cylinder if you don't know what is a rectangle and what is a circle, how to find its area, how to find its perimeter or circumference. So perimeter is a very important topic. So you need to understand the perimeter of basic 2D shapes very thoroughly. And after watching this entire video, download the practice worksheet. Now that is very important. The cost of the worksheet is just like you can count on fingers. The download link for the worksheet is given below. Just see that, click that and download it. Practice all those questions so that you know what are the various intricacies of this particular topic. The perimeter of basic 2D shapes. This is lecture number 32 of the series of videos on basic topics, and I'm sure all these videos are benefiting you a great deal. So friends, if you want to acquire this ebook of short tricks, which I keep on asking you to purchase, that's because currently we have the best offers going on, and these are exclusive content. You will not find anywhere this exclusive content anywhere on the internet or in print form. This is available only through Suresh Agarwal's Mathematics Shortcuts. The reasoning course we have for verbal reasoning, 15 topics covered, and then CBSE practice worksheets. This is something we have been working on really hard. Kindly pay a visit to www.sureshagarwal.in, or if some reason if you're not able to get through that, you can send me a message on WhatsApp 9896369963. I'll tell you how to procure a copy of all those amazing content. And obviously the link in the description is given to download that 60 question practice PDF for this particular concept of perimeter of basic 2D shapes. Let's see some of the questions which are given in the worksheet. I'll solve them and I'll tell you how to solve the remaining questions also. Find the perimeter. This is a very basic thing. We all know that the perimeter is obviously the length of boundary of a particular figure. That means if you start at any point on the boundary, go around it once along the boundary edges and come back to the starting point, then actually the distance covered by you is equal to the perimeter of that particular shape. So if you have a quadrilateral like four-sided figure, which is shown there in the first figure here, you can see the 4.5 centimeter is one of the sides, 4 centimeter is the second side, 2.5 is the third side, and 6 centimeter is the other side. So if you add the length of all the sides, what you are doing is you are finding the perimeter of that particular figure. So 6 plus 4 is 10, and 4.5 and 2.5 is 7. So 17 centimeter is the length of boundary of this particular figure. Likewise, if you have more than 4 sides, like we have a hexagon there, it is not a regular hexagon in which all the sides are equal. Here the length of the sides are different. So you can start with any edge, like I can start with the edge A here and move along to B, then to C, then to D, then to E, and then to F, and then come back to A. So if you do that, you will be covering a distance of 4 centimeter along AB, then 2.3 centimeter along BC, then 1.3 centimeter along CD, then that is 3.2 centimeter along DE, and then 2.6 centimeter along EF, and finally 2.9 centimeter along FA. So if you add all these, you will know how much distance you will cover in moving once around this hexagon. So 4, then 6.3, 7.6, 10.8, 12.8, 13.4, 13.4, this is 16.3. So 16.3 centimeter, I think, is the perimeter of this particular hexagon. So that is the basic knowledge of what does perimeter mean, right? So lots of such questions given so that you can find out the perimeter very quickly and use the Vedic maths method. Okay, so I told you how to add, subtract, multiply numbers very easily. The channel helps you in these calculations. calculations with decimals, percentages, everything is there on the channel. Okay, let's see some more questions now. Find the perimeter of a rectangle whose length and width is. Now the shape is not drawn for you. We should know how to find the perimeter of a rectangle. If you draw a rectangle, you know that the length 7 meters and this length 7 meters are going to be same. That's why it is a rectangle, right? And then the width is 40 centimeters. So there's a variation in the unit which you need to be careful about. If you mix up the units and don't handle it properly, then I'm sure there'll be a lot of problems in mensuration, higher topics of areas and volumes, because the confusion in the units is something really important for this topic. Okay, you need to work on that. So how do we add that? Either you use the formula 2 times length plus breadth, because we are doing 2 times length because there are 2 lengths, and 2 times breadth, or you can do L plus B plus B. So whichever, see, this is for cramming 2 times length plus breadth. The students know 2 times length plus breadth is the formula for perimeter, but they don't know how. So you can start from the basics. Just add the boundary lengths. So 7 plus 7 is 14, and 40 plus 40 is 80 centimeter. So this is actually 14 meters and 80 centimeters. Now I should know that when I convert this centimeters into meters, I have to divide it by 100. So 14 meters plus 80 upon 100, which is 0.8, gives me 14.8 meters as the perimeter of this particular figure. Now that's how you need to think about this. So cramming the formula is one thing, but having knowledge about how to get to a formula is another thing, and that's really important. Fine. Okay, let's see the other question of rectangle. The length is given as 12 meters 90 centimeters, and the width is given as 7 meters 60 centimeters. So how do you tackle this to find the perimeter? I'm sure you are going to use the formula directly, but what will I do? I'll first convert this into meters. That's because I don't want to handle meter and centimeter both in the same question. So let's get rid of the centimeters. If you divide 90 by 100, you get 0.9. So 12.9 meters. And if you divide 60 by 100, you get 0.6. So 7.6 meters. Now, once I know the length and breadth, the perimeter of the rectangle is elementary, right? So you just have to do 2 times the length and add 2 times the width to that to get your answer. This will be 24, 25.8, and this will be 14, 15.2, right? So 25 and 15 is 40, and 0.8 and 0.2 is 1. So 41 meters is the answer of this particular question. See why and how did I do it so quickly? That's because I know how to handle decimals. Mental maths is completely different from traditional maths. Traditional maths is wonderful. You should know the logic, why we are doing a particular thing. But mental maths helps you in handling all these numbers very quickly and very effectively. Let's see some more questions. Now the question based on the statement problems, the cost of fencing a square park, or the comparison of the distance covered by two different people. I've taken two questions here. So let's see the first question. Find the cost of fencing a square park. So we have a square park, right? And you know that a square has all the four sides equal. The side is given as 214 meters, and we need to fence this at the rate of rupees 16 per meter. So cost is always calculated by multiplying the perimeter, because we are fencing it. Fencing is always done on the boundaries, right? We don't fence the area, we fence the boundary, that is the outer circumference. So perimeter is to be multiplied by cost per meter. That means for 1 meter how much charges are being incurred. So cost per meter. So perimeter is 4 times the side and cost is 16, and therefore 64 times the 214 will give you the cost in rupees. And that's because uh, the unit conversion is not involved there. So you can be sure that whatever answer you are finding is actually the correct answer. So I think this will be rupees 13696. That is the answer for this particular question, the cost of fencing. Likewise, in the second question, now there are two persons, Gopal and the other person is Gaurav. Now what are they doing? Gopal runs once around a square park. The side is 45 meters, and his friend Gaurav runs around a rectangular park. The length is 27 meters and the width is 21 meters. So it's just the comparison of the perimeters, right? Who covers more distance and by how much? So the distance covered by Gopal is the perimeter of the square, which is 4 times the side, which is 180 meters. The distance covered by Gaurav is the perimeter of the rectangle, that is 2 times length plus 2 times breadth, which is 96 meters. So it's pretty obvious who covers more distance. Gopal has covered more distance, and that is by 180 minus 96, the difference between the two perimeters, which is 84 meters. That's how you need to tackle these questions effectively. A huge repository of questions is awaiting you in the link given below. Download that worksheet. I'm going to assure you that you will not find a better collection of questions. These are exclusive questions. You won't find even a single question anywhere on the internet or in any print form in any textbook. So friends, it's a request. Do visit the website www.sureshagarwal.in or send me a message on WhatsApp 9896369963 if you want to have a compilation of all the worksheets of a particular class. For class 6th, we have already bought out 40 worksheets. For class 7th also, we have bought out around 39 worksheets as of now. And for class 8th also, 9th also, 10th also, we have a huge repository of worksheets which you can use to excel in your exams. So friends, if you like this video, do share it with your friends. Do subscribe the channel and click the bell shaped icon for getting all the notifications. And I'm sure you are going to grab a copy of all those worksheets. Thanks for watching this and all the best.